Mercurio. I went 2.0. I can't stop.
And today, we're gonna go over why I believe 326 is the best defensive playbook. I know it's May. I probably should have did this a long time ago. But it just has the most loops out of it, the most everything you could want, man. So I'm a strong believer that if you just sit in one defense, man, playing against comp, somebody will figure it out, will tear you apart. So you always want to be able to be versatile in everything you do. So ebook just real quick, show you how to set up each loop blitz, and that's about it. So right here, 50 out of 50, 326. I do not believe that you have to be 50 out of 50, especially at this point in the year, but this is what I run. 2 quick jumps, 2 takedowns, and then the rest are house calls. So 2 quick jumps, 2 takedowns, and then house calls. Alright, so for your nickel packages, this is what I like to do. I like your defensive quick jumps, one on the linebacker, one on a defensive lineman. Okay, and the reason is in those nickel formations, stuff like that, sometimes you need the D tackle to have quick jump. So in the specialist department, I just put the guy that has the purple quick jump in the DT spot. Alright, so I'm gonna go to practice and show you guys exactly how to set up each one of these blitzes. Alright, so like I said, there are a lot of loop blitzes out of this. Alright, so the first one we're gonna go over is the one that's in 326 odd. Okay, as you can see here, I want my looper to have quick jump and then also the D tackle. I'm actually not proficient in this blitz. So there are people that run this blitz better than I do, but I don't always run this blitz, but this is just something I like to, you know, mess around with. So the thing with this blitz though, in particular, the cover 4 loop blitz, you're supposed to have auto flip up and defensive motion disabled. Alright, so what you want to do is you're blitzing linebacker, you want to come out in the opposite play. So if I come out, or flip play, so when I come out and cover 4 quarters right here, it's going to have Danny Stutzman already blitzing. But what I want to do is flip it so that the other guy's blitzing, and then flip it as soon as the offensive play is called. So this is what it looks like. Okay, boom, flip the play. Again, your own coverages are gonna come out of this. You're gonna come over here like this, and you're just gonna hover over the left guard. Boom, as you can see, he's trying to loop in. Again, I'm not very proficient in this, but if you know a better way to do it, comment down below. But this isn't a blitz that I like to call, but there are some people that just absolutely scream at me in it. So boom, that's the setup. He ain't really coming in, but hey, I'm trying. Boom, flip the play, hover over the left guard, and then boom, you see he's coming in, right? It's not like instant pressure, but you can't just sit there with the quarterback and wait for a play to develop. So boom, be on the edge somewhere. Boom, and it's looping. Okay, so that's the first loop that we've covered. Now the second loop I like out of this is cover 6 Willie out of 335 high. Again, you want your quick jump right there, and then also right here. So I mean, a lot of people run it differently. I don't think that you have to move the linebackers here, but I like to move him just a little bit in between the left guard and the left tackle, just a little bit over there. And again, I'm gonna come over here, and it should loop. Boom, loops right in. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's just see that one more time. right in between the left guard and the left tackle. Get the opposite linebacker, come over here. And it should loop right in. So boom, that's the second loop. Now each loop has its own perks. There's match loops, there's not match loops. There's a lot going on, right? So then obviously 3-4 is probably what I like to run, especially against people who don't know kind of what they're doing, I hate to say, but that don't know how to block it. So for the pinch buck, this is just how I set it up. I blitz all the linebackers, spread the line, make that linebacker come in, and then just guard it. User press somewhere, boom, and it should scream. And actually my guys weren't even in right there. So this is why I always like to have 2 quick jumps and 2 takedowns. So boom, I'm gonna sub out Clowney, put him on the edge, put Danny Stutzman on the other edge, run the pinch buck, right? Run the pinch buck, blitz all linebackers right on the D-pad, down on the right stick, and spread the line. Sometimes that linebacker won't get into the gap on the first spread. You just have to keep spreading the line, and then he'll do it, and then I'll come over here and user press, get those 3 dots above you, and I missed the press, but as you can see, it came in beautifully. So against people who really struggle against pressure, I like to run that a lot. Then we're gonna go over the nickel 3-3 over blitz. This has become one of my favorite blitzes in the game. So this is what I use to stop YSL. So this is what it looks like. All right, so as you can see, my purple quick jump Clowney and Stutzman, all right, it's gonna be on that right side linebacker and that right side D tackle. Okay, always. Okay, then what I like to do is I like to sub in a linebacker on the left end because he's always going to be in coverage. All right, so this is what it looks like. So Overstorm Brave, a normal Y off close, right? Now again, your own coverages and stuff, that's just something that you're going to have to learn and know how you want to run. But this is the initial setup. Shift your linebackers to the left. This is the most important part. Shift your linebackers to the left, right on the D-pad, left on the left stick. Boom. You're gonna put your left end in a coverage, typically like a hard flat, a hook zone, it don't matter. Just put them in something. And that second D tackle is going to be in a QB spy, and then your left linebacker is gonna be a user. I like to put them in something so I can switch stick out of it if I need to. So this is what it looks like. All right, because I know that this is a stock play, I'm gonna move over Fitzpatrick over to the running back side, and we're gonna run it just like this. All right, this is the setup. Boom, as you see, it comes in free. Then you got that QB spy in case he does roll out to the left. There's somebody there to catch him. All right, again. Boom. Loop blitz, and he comes in. All right, he broke the tackle, but that's just EA being EA. All right, it's becoming one of my favorite blitzes in the game. All right. Then the last blitz we're gonna go over. The last blitz we're gonna go over is gonna be nickel 3-3 mint. All you guys know this blitz, man. So this is how I like to run it. I like my looper coming in from left to right. I think he can loop from the other way, but again, I think it's just preference. This is the only blitz. If you're gonna run this as your primary blitz, I feel like that you don't have to have quick jump on your D tackle, and you can use those AP points to put somewhere else. That's just my personal opinion. But you can do as you want. So boom, we're gonna put Clowney here just because he does have it. All right, now everybody is different when it comes to this blitz. Me, I don't move the linebackers in this blitz. I do not move them. All right, everybody is different. So some people spread the line, you know, stuff like that. So, or spread the linebackers. I do not. Again, all of your coverages, that's just something that you're gonna have to come up with by yourself on what you like, depending on the formation that's being run. So this is all I do. I didn't move the linebacker, I didn't spread them, I didn't do nothing. Put myself in the hook curl, and we're looping right in, okay? So boom, show you again. And then boom, we're just gonna loop right in. Boom, right in. So those are blitzes that are 3-2-6, especially like all the little glitch blitzes or whatever you want to call them. So yeah, boys, that's all of the blitzes that are in 3-2-6. Let me know if y'all know how to get that cover 4 to come in better. I don't know how, but that blitz is in that playbook. So like I said, it just kind of depending on the person you're playing, man. You can't just sit in 3-4. You can't just sit in the nickel 3-3 mint against a good opponent. Now, against like 95% of people, you could just sit in that and just kill anybody that you play. But like I said, against those good top people, top 1%ers, you have to switch it up. You have to come out at something different to know how to bag certain stuff. All right, so that's it for me. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, comment, and let me know any feedback you got on these videos. All right.
Smirky, yo, I went 2.0, I can't stop